Live from the NTV studio. NTV News at Noon starts right now.
Good afternoon, and thank you so much for joining us. I'm Jessica Stevenson. Let's get a check of your weather from meteorologist Tim Wright. Tim, it's gorgeous.
Yeah, it's one of those very rare days here across the state where we get beautiful temperatures and...
Thanks, Tim. Over 200 donations have already been made to the 7th annual Give Hastings Day. Early giving kicked off April 20th, and so far, organizers said they're pleased with the results. The Hastings Community Foundation hosts Give Hastings Day, a time dedicated to help raise money for 91 area nonprofit organizations. This year, organizers say donors are giving to an average of 2.5 nonprofits each, further proving that Give Hastings Day is not about supporting just one organization, but rather a wide spectrum of nonprofits across the community. Give Hastings Day will end at 11:59 p.m. on May 7th. Donations can be made online or by mail, and we have that information available on our website, nebraska.tv. An important update this morning from Grand Island's Mayor Roger Steele. According to the Central District Health Department's Executive Director, Teresa Anderson, a staff member has tested positive. NTV's Danielle Shank listened in on the conference and has the latest developments. Danielle, what can you tell us about the Central District and the steps they will be taking?
I'm Danielle Shank. Back to you, Jessica.
Thanks so much, Danielle. Nebraska churches are taking a cautious approach to resuming worship services, even though the state will allow them to gather members again starting next month. One pastor, Reverend Michael McCabe of St. Joseph Catholic Church in Lincoln, says he isn't sure when services at his church will resume. Governor Pete Ricketts announced plans to begin easing restrictions in Nebraska starting on May 4th, including allowing churches to reopen if they take certain precautions. The governor says churches will need to refrain from passing items between worshipers, and people from different households will have to sit 6 feet apart. In a little over 10 minutes, Governor Ricketts will be holding his daily COVID-19 update for Nebraskans. We will dip into the press conference throughout the show so you can hear the latest from the governor. We will also have the press conference streaming on our website, nebraska.tv. Over the weekend, the Nebraska Department of Health and Human Services has reported 3 more virus-related deaths in the state. They say those deaths include a person from Hamilton County and another from Dakota County. The South Heartland District Health Department reported a man in his 60s from Adams County has also passed away from the virus. DHHS says the COVID-19 death toll in Nebraska was at 56 as of last night. Meanwhile, the number of cases continues to rise here in the state, reaching a total of 3,028 according to DHHS. Hall County has the most in Nebraska, with the Central District Health Department reporting 876 total cases there. Meanwhile, the Two Rivers Public Health Department reported 12 new cases of the virus in their district, all of them in Dawson County. According to Two Rivers, Dawson has a total of 357 cases, the 4th most in Nebraska. Another staff member at the Nebraska Department of Correctional Services has tested positive for COVID-19. The department says the member is employed at the Diagnostic and Evaluation Center and has been isolated at home for 5 days. NDCS says the person has no close contact with any other staffers or inmates. This is the 2nd staff member to test positive for the virus. The department says no inmates have tested positive so far. The University of Nebraska plans on holding in-person classes on all of its campuses this fall, while still accounting for possible coronavirus restrictions. University officials say they wanted to make the announcement early to give students, faculty, and staff as much time as possible to plan. They say restrictions may still be put into place to keep the virus from spreading. The pandemic has forced colleges and universities around the country to shift to online. As the need for hot meal services in Kearney continues to be a demand, a local organization is challenging others to contribute what they can to Hot Meals USA. Chris Stump joins us now live in Kearney with more details. Chris. Thank you so much, Chris. And now Tim is back with a quick check of our forecast. Tim?
Well, Jessica, it is just absolutely beautiful out.
Thanks, Tim. And coming up later on NTV News at noon, states explore reopening amid uncertainty and confusion. Plus the aftermath following hackers breaching the accounts of thousands of Nintendo users.
NTV, Central and Western Nebraska's most watched news.